Hi, friends. Welcome to this Tailor Made Life with Melissa. I'm Melissa Taylor, and today we're going to talk about the difference between a detox and a cleanse. So, just about everywhere you turn, there's toxins in our world, and we all know it. And they're in our food, our home, our personal care products, our water. I mean, have you seen the news about water and toxicity levels in tap water? The list goes on and on and on. So, these toxins can cause chronic fatigue, dizziness, headaches, insomnia, sensitivities like food sensitivities, can cause illness, and ultimately, can cause cancer. Um, Fortunately, God made us with detox organs. And sometimes your colon, kidneys, liver, lymphatic system, and your skin could use some extra support and help in getting rid of the toxins. So cleanses and detoxes are two different ways that you can rid your body of toxins. Now, some people tend to use the two words interchangeably, and they're really not the same. There's quite a bit of confusion about that. So what is a cleanse? So a cleanse is actually, the goal of a cleanse is to give your body a rest from having to digest, help your digestive process, to increase energy, better bowel function. Whereas a detox focuses on ridding your body of toxins, and it happens over a longer period. A cleanse mostly deals with gut, and is a much shorter protocol, where there are several different ways to cleanse. Typically cleanses, there's a colon cleanse, so you're cleansing your colon, which can help with less bloating, constipation, diarrhea. Sometimes people do a cleanse because they have diarrhea. That can be from a bacteria. It can even rid your body, of parasites. So, which is one of the reasons why I did it. And the focus is more on like bulk fiber, like high fiber foods, filtered water, healthy fruits and vegetables, and anything that you can do to support your gut, and your bowels, while helping them to eliminate the toxins from your body. So there's also juice cleanses. Now, a lot of times I've seen actually quite a bit of information about doing juice cleanses to rest your digestive system completely. So typically the juice cleanse will be for a few days or even weeks. And I know that there are some, I think it's called the Gersh, can't think right now. I think it's called a Gershon therapy for cancer treatment. And there's a lot about juice cleansing, I think, with that. I haven't read it, but I've heard about it. Plus, drinking only juice is thought to flood your body with nourishment while flushing away the toxins in the gut. So people buy juicers and they make juice from organic fruits and vegetables. I haven't done that. I've looked into it, but I just haven't done that yet. So so that's one thing. Then there's the parasite cleanse, which I've done. Parasites can cause a wide range of symptoms, but since these symptoms overlap many other illnesses, a lot of times they're overlooked. If you experience symptoms of brain fog, digestive distress, fatigue, constantly hungry, even when you eat, or cravings. If you have different cravings, you may benefit from doing a parasite cleanse. You may have a parasite. So parasites love sugar. And as far as the diet goes, you should be choosing unprocessed foods. Eliminate alcohol, because alcohol turns into sugar in your system. Carbs, if you can, complex carbs only. If you're gonna do carbs during a cleanse, and sugar, like literally, there's no reason for you to even be eating sugar. I mean, like if the parasites don't have something to feed off of, they're gonna die, right? So, whereas if you're feeding the parasites, they're gonna take over, which is why you're in the situation you are. Could be why you're in the situation you are. Now, just as a reminder, I am not a doctor and I am not prescribing anything. All I am telling you is what I've learned and what I have experimented on with myself. So take it with a grain of salt and do your research. Now, keep in mind that diet alone isn't always enough to address the parasite or get rid of it. So I actually have used Hulda Clark's parasite cleanse and also high levels of garlic. Those are both excellent ways to help those get rid of those parasites. At least that's what has helped with me, and I'll link those I'll link both of those in the description. So if you're not sure if you're having an issue, here are some things to consider. So here are some things to consider if you think you might need to do a parasite cleanse, but you're not really sure. Do you have bloating when you eat? You have body aches, brain fog? Do you have brain fog? Depression? So gut and psychology syndrome is a true thing. Digestive distress. So when you eat, does it process properly? Does it go through its system the way it needs to without having, issues? Excessive gas. That means your body's not digesting your food properly. So does your breath smell really bad? These are all things that can indicate that you may have parasites. If you're not being tested for them specifically. And I will tell you that there are different ways to test. Typically the fecal testing is not as accurate. There's that, because that will test only what is in whatever you're testing. If the parasite's not in there, it's not going to show. It may be in your gut. It may not be coming out through your stool. That's the whole problem. You want to get rid of it, but if those parasites are hanging on and they're hiding out, there may not be any indication in that stool sample that you send in of parasites at all. So basically all we're trying to do is just support the body's natural detox processes and help to clear out the gut of any toxins or parasites. For a parasite cleanse to work, you may want to start with like a colon cleanse like I was talking about this on the last video that I did. You want to make sure your colon is functioning properly before you do a cleanse, because if that pathway is not draining properly, then you're going to get a whole lot of toxins and die off that are staying in your body, and you're not getting rid of those. It's basically, our body's a filtration system, but toxins can get stuck and built up over time, and we need to keep those moving through our system. And so when we talk about that's why when I was talking about clearing out the pathway, we just need to make sure that the colon that you're able to get rid of whatever you're cleansing. Like if you cleanse let's say you cleanse your stomach and your small intestine, but your colon isn't moving, then it's all just going to sit there, and you're not going to feel any better. You're going to probably feel worse. So what's a detox? So detoxification is a metabolic process that converts the toxins in your body into waste. So that waste is then eliminated through your body's many drainage pathways, including the colon, liver, and the lymphatic system. So I guess, it's important to know that we're not just detoxing our colon. We're detoxing the pathways that get rid of the toxins, that filter out the toxins. So what are some things that we can detox from? Chemicals, heavy metals, mold, pesticides, radioactive elements are all some of the toxins that invade our body on a daily basis, giving your drainage pathways a workout, like a real serious workout. Because a detox is a long-term process that requires certain diet and lifestyle changes, it's important to do all you can to support your body along the way. So I've detoxed sugar. So I don't eat sugar anymore. Types of toxins that we want to get rid of. We've kind of talked about this before, but you've got air pollutants. I mean, have you seen the chemtrails? Artificial foods, dyes, sweeteners, preservatives, anything that's in a box that is shelf stable that you haven't canned yourself probably has all of those in it. Biological toxins like pathogens, like glyphosate, and parasites. So talking about biological toxins, it reminds me, there's a really excellent book called The Cure for All Diseases by Hulda Clark. And she talks about the concept that all illness comes from two causes: parasites and pollution. And so that kind of goes along with that. Like, that's the start of every ailment, is pathogens and parasites that we don't get rid of and out of our body. It's a very interesting concept. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but I can totally see that. Dental sealants, if you have any root canals, those can be, there can be toxins. You can have an infection below your root canal that's causing a lump in your breast, or, yes. Coating of receipts. So do you get receipts when you're at the store? Do you know that they coat those with chemicals, BPA, that can it's a plastic that can get into your system and basically clogs your lymphatic system and makes it so that your body can't detox your lymphatic system. Cleaning chemicals are so toxic. That was one of the first things that I eliminated from our home when the kids and I all were diagnosed with asthma and allergies, probably 16 years ago. None of us have allergies or asthma. I mean, I have some fall allergies, but that's about it. Excessive consumption of alcohol, drugs, or prescription over-the-counter drugs, including many pain medications, can cause significant damage to your kidneys and your liver. If you don't need it, then you might want to think about eliminating that. Heavy metals, herbicides like glyphosate, mattresses, new mattresses, carpets, furniture off-gassing, mold, mycotoxins, paint, solvents, PCBs, found in plastics, paints, and rubber products. Personal care products contain lead and toxic chemicals. It matters what you put on your skin. It matters what lotion you use. It matters what makeup you use. It all matters. Tainted water. Have you checked your water lately? I would definitely do that. Radio, I just did that actually. I just did that the other day. And everything came back fine. So I was really happy about that. Secondhand smoke, which we all know, but also, your microwave. How often do you use your microwave? How do you cook stuff in plastic in your microwave? Not all cleanses and detoxes are the same. It's just important to focus on the drainage pathway. A cleanse focuses on what you are bringing into your body, whereas a detox removes harmful elements from your body. Okay? So a cleanse increases your nutrition, a detox decreases your toxicity. You can participate in a cleanse even if you feel weak, but you should only detox from a place of strength. And a detox can be combined with a cleanse, which I've done. Detox extracts damaging elements like heavy metals, mold, pesticides, insecticides. A critical differentiation between a detox and a cleanse is that unhealthy individuals should not engage in a detox. Pulling stored toxins out of cells creates inflammation. And if all your elimination pathways are not functioning properly, the toxins can recirculate and they can make you sick. So elimination pathways, including your bowel movements, urination, breath, and sweat. Whether or not you plan to detox with the cleanse, it's probably a really good idea to incorporate a binder, a substance that binds toxins so that they can't recirculate. Pectin-containing fruits like apples and pears are considered binders. And they're both soluble. They both have soluble and insoluble fiber. Beyond that, supplements containing activated charcoal and or bentonite clay can be beneficial as binders as well in the GI tract. And that's the mucoid plaque cleanse that I used had both of those in it. If our detoxing system in our body isn't working properly, then we end up storing those toxins in our body, and those over time, those toxins build up and they can lead to dysfunction in or dis-ease in our body. So I'm just going to go over a couple of examples of how this happens. So xenoestrogens and endocrine disruptors are in lotions. They are in makeup. They are in deodorants. They're in candles. And they can throw off your hormonal imbalance. They can lead to weight gain, decrease in fertility. All of the endocrine disruptors can do that. So now when we're talking about free radicals and things like vegetable oils, they can clog the arteries, cause cardiovascular disease, inhibit fat loss, and damage your metabolism. Now, parasites can actually eat the nutrients that we take into our body, which can lead to nutrient deficiencies in us. But they can also create blockages in the intestines, preventing bowel movements. Now, that's in the really bad cases. They can cause unhealthy weight loss or weight gain. They can increase your sugar cravings. If you have a candida overgrowth, you're probably craving sugar a lot, or carbs. And if you have a lot of fatigue or headaches, you can't sleep, these may all be indications that you've got a parasite. Left unchecked, these toxins can build up in your body and they can lead to cancer, autoimmune disease, chronic illness, headaches, fatigue, skin issues, digestive and gut problems, brain fog, weight gain, weight loss, joint pain, um, hormonal imbalances. So doing a cleanse or a detox is really not a bad idea, even if you're not dealing with a diagnosis. It's a really incredibly useful tool for your health. Let's talk about how our body detoxes, how it should be, the function, and the drainage pathways that the way that our body should be, um, like the gutter, how it should be draining. The very top is, how your cells are functioning, the organs and the tissues, which flow into your lymphatic system, which flow into your liver and bile ducts, which finally flow into your colon. And all the toxins are eliminated through your bowel movement. Now, much like a gutter, if there's one part of that gutter where something's getting hung up, then and can't be eliminated, then you're going to have issues. Now, what are some things that you can do to open up that part of the drainage pathway? Coffee enemas, hydration, making sure that you're getting enough water every day. Make sure you're getting enough electrolytes, not just tons of water, but that you're getting electrolytes as well. I saw that Redmond's real salt now has electrolyte powder that you can put in your drink, and I am going to get that and try it, and I'll let you know what I think. Magnesium supplements to take at night. I actually am getting ready to make a magnesium lotion that I can rub on my feet at night. I'll let you know. I'll take you along when I make that as well. That would help. That helps because it helps you sleep, which helps every other part of your body.